So I've always grown up in the church ever since I was younger. I remember seeing pictures of me when I was a baby in my Easter clothes and everything else ever since I can remember. I remember joining the church 1 year during vacation Bible school. Then I can honestly say I didn't know what it meant. I just knew that it was something that my mom probably wanted me to do, something that my grandma probably wanted me to do, is to start my journey to being more Christ-like. But like I said, inside I didn't really know what it meant. When I went off to school, of course, I brought with me everything that my mom and my grandma taught me, and my dad as well. It wasn't until after I graduated and I came back home and I realized that, in order to be more Christ-like, it takes so much more than that. I specifically remember when I came home, I graduated from school and I came back and I started to do nursing school here in Macon. I remember making my schedule and I wanted to make sure that I cut time out on Wednesday so that I'll be able to come here for noonday Wednesday Bible study. So at first it was definitely more so, I know they're gonna feed me afterwards. But as I started coming and I realized more and more how much I did not know about the Bible. I realized how much I didn't really have a relationship. As much as I thought I did, I realized that I did not. And more so when I started coming, I started learning more and more. And that's when I really saw a development. I saw something change. I saw something happen within me. And now I can truly say that I have a relationship with God, and I'm definitely working on it and developing it more and more as the day goes on. As I started coming to Bible study more and more, especially the lessons that Reverend Tony would teach, I would realize what the purpose of all of this is. And what I got from those lessons, to me, my interpretation, the purpose of all this is to build God's kingdom. And in order to do that, you cannot stay within the four walls of the church. That is where it starts at, but we have to spread out and go out, and especially go out to these people who don't have the means to get the information that we know. So from that, I really had a passion and developed a passion for missions as well. This year would have been my first year to go on the missions trip, but of course everything happened with the virus. However, it did get postponed to next year, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to. With missions, I really developed a passion for missions, and the trip that we were supposed to go to that got postponed was to Honduras, which is a country in Central America. So that's where I would have gone for my first trip. And that is where I'm still hoping to go next year when it's rescheduled. When I was going through my transformation of understanding that I didn't know as much as I did, I started to not question myself, but I started to challenge myself, ask myself questions, So it's more than just going to church on Sundays. It's more than just being a nice, kind, respectful human being. It's more than just wearing a shirt that says, God is dope. So you have to ask yourself, do you really know why God is dope? So what does the shirt actually mean? There are no questions, there are no, ands, if, or whats about it. You know that you can always go to him, and you know that he'll always be there to protect you. He'll always be there to make sure you're on the right path. He'll always be there to, give you a little nudge or something like that to make sure that, you are protected, and he will always protect you. And to me, that is dope.